let's go and wrap up this trilogy. People don't understand just how strong Dante is, so let's talk about him. Dante is the main character from the Devil May Cry series, and he is single-handedly the coolest protagonist Capcom has ever created. Dante is the son of Sparda and a human named Eva, effectively making him a half-breed demon. And due to this, he has a bunch of crazy and stylish abilities. Dante has superhuman strength, capable of slapping around most demons like rag dolls, and he can lift incredibly heavy objects and use them as weapons. He also has super speed, moving so fast it can be mistaken for teleportation, and he can move so fast it's like time itself slowed down. Dante can even run so fast he reaches atmospheric re-entry speeds. He also possesses a healing factor, a really good one might I add. The guy's been stabbed, shot in the head, blown up, stabbed again, and again. Yeah, he's basically had everything in the kitchen sink thrown at him at this point, and he's still fine. But one of Dante's most surprising traits, and something that I don't see enough people talk about, is his intelligence. Dante is smart enough to solve complex puzzles on the fly with little to no time, and he's smart enough to instantaneously know how to use any weapon that he comes across, no matter how advanced it is. He's also an amazing detective, but the thing that everyone and their mother knows about Dante is his absolutely ridiculous skills. The guy has bullseye from Marvel levels of accuracy. He's able to fire 4 bullets so precisely they will perfectly stack on top of each other, and he can even get a clean sweep and cool. Dante has also swung his sword fast enough and precise enough to hit every raindrop in a small radius for a few seconds, and he's also an amazing dancer. But the son of Sparda also has several unique styles that give him a certain edge in combat. These styles being Swordmaster, Gunslinger, Trickster, Royal Guard, Doppelganger, and Quicksilver. Swordmaster increases Dante's skills in melee combat, giving him more combos and attacks. Gunslinger allows Dante to discharge his demonic energy through his firearms, giving them a little more oomph. Trickster basically gives Dante a double jump and a speed boost. Doppelganger gives him the ability to duplicate himself, doubling his damage. Quicksilver gives Dante the ability to slow down time. But above all else, the most powerful style Dante has is Royal Guard, a ability that rewards patience by giving Dante a parry. This move completely negates damage and allows Dante to absorb said damage to release it in one devastating attack. Dante has other powers as well. He can enhance machines with his demonic energy. He also possesses telekinesis. He has energy manipulation, but above all else, the most powerful ability Dante has is his Devil Trigger. This will increase his strength, speed, durability, and increase his healing factor. It'll even give him wings for flight. It can also give him extra attacks, and it will allow him to summon giant energy dragons. However, Dante hasn't earned his reputation as an absolute badass with just his powers alone, because Dante has a code of weapons known as Devil Arms. These are the remains of demon souls that are transformed into weapons for Dante to use. And he has so many that, dear Lord, I'm not going through all of them because this video is probably getting long enough. But these are the ones that you need to know about. There are his signature pistols, Ebony and Ivory, 2 modified 1911s designed to fire as fast as Dante can pull his Devil Trigger. They are also finely tuned to channel Dante's demonic energy, allowing them to one-shot demons faster than you can say jackpot. There's also Rebellion, Dante's massive sword gifted to him by his father, which allowed Dante to awaken his powers. Then there's also Pandora, a briefcase that can turn into 666 different weapons. Balrog, his boxing and kicking weapons that give him the powers of prime Mike Tyson. Cʀᴇᴅɪᴛ, the coolest weapon ever because it's a motorcycle. Nevin, the second coolest weapon in all of DMC because it's an electric guitar. Faust, a special hat that gives him the power of Michael Jackson. There's also his father's sword, Sparda, one of the most powerful weapons in existence. But lastly, his most powerful weapon, Dante. More specifically, Devil Sword Dante, his sword that he got from absorbing Sparda and the remains of his shattered rebellion. This sword can do all the moves that Rebellion can, and it can also open up, releasing 4 magical swords that will attack enemies automatically. But its true purpose is to awaken Dante's new Sin Devil Trigger. Stronger, faster, flyer, teleportier, and it'll also give him the ability to fire several different energy blasts. He can also explode with it, dealing a massive amount of damage. Oh, and he can create a black hole too. And with all this stuff, Dante has done a lot over the years. Dante has saved the world on multiple occasions from several apocalyptic threats He's defeated several crazy, world-ending, cosmically powerful demon lords like Mundus, Argosax the Immortal, and Abigail. He's defeated the 7 deadly sins, took down his twin brother Vergil and sliced him in half, bullied his nephew, shattered a hellgate with a 1-inch punch, destroyed a building with just a sneeze, defeated Nightmare, who was said to be able to destroy the demon world, blocked a punch from the savior, and surpassed his father, becoming the strongest demon alive. But above all else, Dante is pretty savage. He has some pretty sick skills, and everything he does, from answering the phone, eating pizza, or saving the world, he does it with some smokin' sexy style. Anyway, that is the infamous son of Sparda, the legendary devil hunter, wacky woohoo pizza man, and the protagonist of my personal favorite game series, Dante. He is the storm that is approaching. Vergil, like his brother Dante, was given some absolutely crazy power, such as superhuman strength, strong enough to rival Dante, who can block punches from the massive super weapon, the Savior. He can also yank off his son Nero's Devil Bringer with just a judo throw, and Nero's arm was strong enough to deflect a strike from Dante, and he also did this in a weakened state as well. He also has super speed, which is arguably faster than Dante's. Vergil can draw his sword so fast and precise he will slice and dice you to pieces before you can realize it. He also possesses a style known as Dark Slayer, and this is basically the big brother to Trickster. It allows Vergil to teleport or dash around his enemies so fast he can create after images. It also has an insane range, able to let Vergil reach any enemy that he can see. He also has Doppelganger, increasing his physical attacks by giving him a duplicate with the appearance of his demon form. This thing is also a physical manifestation of Vergil's inner silliness. He also has enhanced senses, able to anticipate enemies coming from almost any direction. Vergil also possesses a healing factor, a really good one. He should be able to survive everything Dante has been through, such as getting stabbed, shot, or blown up. But Vergil has topped all of that because he has survived getting sliced in half, and he also healed from it so quick you couldn't even tell. Vergil also, unlike Dante, doesn't use firearms. Instead, he wields his summoned swords, magical blades that resemble his father's sword, Force Edge. Vergil can rapidly fire these at any enemy, dealing a lot of damage to them. He can also have them rain down onto them from above. They can also circle him, effectively making him the most powerful Beyblade of all time, but he can also have them circle his enemies, giving them no escape. But without a doubt, the most powerful ability in Vergil's arsenal is his access to his Devil Trigger. This is Vergil's demon form, making him stronger, faster, and more durable. It also enhances his healing factor and gives him wings for flight. Vergil is also an extremely calm and intelligent individual, thinking 10 steps ahead of his opponent, and calculating how to take them down the quickest but most stylish way possible. However, Vergil didn't earn the reputation as the coolest character in all of gaming with just skills or abilities, because like his brother, he has his own selection of weapons known as Devil Arms, remains of demon souls that have been forged into weapons. First off, there is Beowulf, a pair of gauntlets that drastically increase Vergil's hand-to-hand skills, making him an absolute monster in combat, able to pummel most demons easily. But Vergil's most iconic weapon is the sword that was gifted to him by his father, the Yamato. This weapon has been said to be able to slice through anything it comes across. It can even slice dimensions, giving Vergil the ability to open portals anywhere he wants. This sword was also used to seal the portal between the human and demon world as well. The blade can also separate man from demon, giving his human side its own personality known as V, and his demon side its own personality known as Urizen. It can also be used to activate his Sin Devil Trigger, enhancing everything his regular Devil Trigger does to an even higher status. Vergil also became so in tune with his Sin DT that it became his primary transformation, completely replacing his old one. Vergil with the Yamato can either swing his sword hundreds of times in a fraction of a second, faster than you can see it, or deliver one extremely powerful blow. He can also use it defensively to parry his opponents, or catch Dante's bullets, line them up, and swing them back at him like he's playing golf. Vergil can also create long-range slicing orbs that deal a lot of damage known as Judgment Cuts, but the Yamato's most devastating and iconic ability is known as Judgment Cut End. This basically gives Vergil his own domain expansion, and the 100% guaranteed hit in this is death by 1,000 cuts. But above all else, the most powerful weapon Vergil has is a weapon known as Mirage Edge. This is a spectral sword that resembles Force Edge like his summon swords. However, instead of being made of magic, it is instead Vergil's soul weaponized. This is the physical manifestation of Vergil's unbreakable will, his motivation given form. Also in DMC lore, the soul exists on the 9th dimension. For reference, we live on the 4th dimension, and for every separate dimension, there's an infinite difference in power. So yeah, this thing is beyond broken. And with all of this, Vergil has done a lot over the years. He's bullied his brother Dante on numerous occasions, and one time during his fight with Dante, they both swung their swords so fast and precisely they were able to hit every raindrop within a small area. He's taken down entire demon armies single-handedly, consumed a fruit from the Cʀᴇᴅ tree which gave Mundus and his father their broken powers, and before that, his separated demon form Urizen was able to completely shatter Dante's sword Rebellion with just one punch. Him and Dante have also defeated Arkham, who possessed their father's power. He's avoided paying child support for Nero, and has consistently been the hardest boss in Devil May Cry and one of the hardest bosses in all of gaming. You know how in most games when you unlock the final boss as a playable character only for them to be a shell of their former power? Yeah, Vergil is the exact opposite of this because this man is power. And this has given Vergil the most intense and purest aura in all of gaming. But anyway, that is the Dark Stalker, the Black Angel, the Approaching Storm, Vergil. But lastly, there is Nero. So let's talk about him. Nero is the son of Vergil and the grandson to the legendary demon swordsman Sparda, and he is in fact not dead weight. Nero is 75% human and 25% demon, and due to his demonic blood, it has given him several abilities, such as superhuman strength, speed, and agility, while also giving him a very powerful healing factor. But after an encounter with some demons and suffering from an injury on his right arm, Nero's healing factor, instead of fixing it like normal, forcibly activated a small part of his devil trigger, bringing something out known as the Devil Bringer. The Devil Bringer allows Nero to summon a spectral arm to grab his foes and slam them into the ground. This can range from being the size of his normal arm to growing to a gigantic size and being able to toss around the massive super weapon, the Savior. It can also allow Nero to quickly traverse the battlefield or just close the distance with his enemies. Nero can also use the Devil Bringer to store his father's sword Yamato within it. However, Nero did eventually lose his arm when his father made an attempt to get reverse child support on him. But it's okay, because later he performs one of the best healing feats in the entire series, regrowing back his entire arm. And it doesn't stop there, because not only does he have a new version of the Devil Bringer in the form of wings that can also act like hands, but he also gets full access to his Devil Trigger. This is Nero's true demonic form, which increases his strength, speed, healing factor, while also giving him wings for flight and the ability to conjure summon swords like his father. Nero doesn't have just powers alone, because he also has some equipment to help him out, like his sword, the Red Queen, a heavily customized Durandal with a fuel injection system into it, revving it up like a motorcycle while also giving him more power and some flame damage. And his massive pistol, the Blue Rose, a double-barreled Smith & Wesson Magnum 500, enough said. Also, like how I mentioned earlier, Nero at one point possessed his father's sword, the Yamato, giving him a pseudo-devil trigger, and after he lost his arm to the reverse child support, he got several prosthetic replacements known as Devil Breakers. Again, saving these for tools and weapons explained because there is a lot here. And with all of this, Nero has done a lot over the years. Nero has fought through an entire army of demons at his hometown of Fortuna. He's also at one point overpowered a casual and relaxed Dante. He's also crushed and defeated the massive super weapon, the Savior, and defeated its controller, Sanctus, who possessed the power of his grandfather Sparda. He has also managed to damage Vergil's demon half, Urizen, in his base form when not even Dante in his Devil Trigger could touch him. He's also managed to stop both Vergil and Dante in their Sin Devil Trigger forms, and soon after that, he was also able to beat his father so hard into loving and respecting him. Also, after the events of Devil May Cry 4, Dante himself theorized that Nero was already stronger than him at that point. But anyway, that is the new Devil Hunter, the grandson of Sparda, the son of power, and totally not dead weight, Nero. Comment down below who or what you want me to talk about next, and feel free to give this video a like, feel free to give your boy a follow, and I'll talk to you all later. Hope you have a nice day, and peace.